Well, hello everybody. It's good to see you once again. We're here, day three of this little marathon we're doing. How are you doing, everybody? It is great to see you. First of all, thank you so much for the resub, Sophia. Someone got Argox got teach me a word in Spanish. We'll get to that. But first of all, hi everybody. Hey, Loaf, Siphon, RGB, Argox, Agent, Ocean Knife, Sora, Sophia, Outposts, Hi Dawn, Detective. Hello everybody. Jesus, hello. Starting off with the points. Hell yeah. Send more points. Hey Lemir. Did I tweet? I did. You can see it right above in the stream, in the chat. Yeah, just some basic context. We are doing a little stream marathon of sorts. How this works is we're going to stream every day for... I'm starting at a base of 4 days, so we're 3 out of 4. But this is extendable by you guys. If you use your stream points and if you use your subscriptions, we can extend the stream a bit more, or extend the marathon a bit more, and then you get more chances to spend points and subs if you want. But yeah, it can go on for as long as you guys decide at the end of the day, and as I decide. I will stop it if it gets too long, but we're gonna go on for a few days. It's gonna be fun, and we're gonna use that time to revisit some stuff that I haven't had that much time to work on. So yesterday we worked on what you can see here, which it might look a bit different from what it looked like yesterday. We'll go through that, but it is the next part in the Terry the Meat Planet series. Ali, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome, folks. Hey Iota, hope you're doing well. Wizard, welcome. No one can enter or leave. You're stuck here with me. Dropping up before sleep today. I'm a huge fan of your work. Thank you so much. Hope you have a great sleep. Hope I see you on one of the next ones. All right, so yeah, we are for the point challenge, we are 72%. If you guys put your stream points into the community challenge, we can probably reach that today. We'll see, which will extend the stream for a whole new day. Also, I was thinking I'm gonna reduce the sub number to add a new stream. I think it was a 50, but I'm gonna reduce that to something that I think we can more realistically reach in the next few days, because I do want reachable goals. Let's see, what was it at? Yeah, let's do. Hold on, it was 85, so I'm gonna do. These out 20. Goal at 65 total subs, which is 20 less. So we'll do 30 instead of 50. Why not? Completely improvised numbers. I improvise all of this. If you think I prepare, I do a little bit, but not that much. Playing Sims while stoned. That sounds like a plan. All right, let's check out what we. Oh, we had teach me a word in Spanish. Well, we have a big ball of meat. Actually, I think we've probably covered this one already, but I don't mind repeating a few Spanish words. Meat is carne, so that's una bola de carne, a meatball. Not a meatball, one word, because that would be albóndiga. Math class. Paying attention, I see. Hey, Johnny. Bola de carne. Alright, so just before we start, I've been tinkering with this all throughout today. You can see where we were yesterday. I think the ball of meat was looking like a bit too muddy. It was getting lost with the... like getting mixed up with the mesh texture. And there was a lot of like weird lighting involved. And most of all, I felt that this sort of sunset effect, this sort of sunset lighting, it's very it looks good, but it doesn't look super realistic, and we want to go a bit naturalistic for these photos. We want to go with, you know, realistic tones. So I figured let's kind of do away a little bit with that sunset. It'll still be like, you can still see some stars and Terry in the background, so we can probably surmise that it is close to sunset, but I did reduce the color palette of that, kept it in a cooler blue, and changed the texture here for the mesh, found a clean mesh texture. You should just use that, and much happier with that. Also added a few more textures and made it overflow on the top, which before it kind of stopped here. I figured since, you know, we're kind of fighting against the textures and the lighting that the God, it's not what do you call this anyway, we're fighting against the textures there. It's kind of hard to see things, so if we get some did Terry move a bit? Yes, Terry also moved a little bit. I don't know, just figured it looked better there. But yeah, the net, that was the word I was looking for. Don't know why. I blank on common words sometimes. Yorka, is that how you pronounce it? Thank you for the follow. And Delhi Interactive, thank you for the follow as well. Welcome, folks. So yeah, we made the meat overflow, so, you know, we would have some clear texture without the interference from the net. That's about it. I do think it's quite an improvement. So I don't think we'll go over it that much over this stream, but I did want to showcase, in case you were curious, or you missed the ending of last stream yesterday, just showing a little bit of the progress from that. Also, there is a kitty right here. You want to see him? He is here. Well, currently his head is covered behind this. Hi, little man. You're so sleepy. You can keep sleeping. Yorka, there we go. So there we go. There's the bean. He's been sleeping here for a while already. Don't wake up. Don't worry. You can keep sleeping. Little gremlin. Alright, so just a touch more context before we go. I've been doing this little marathon of sorts. It's like streaming every day for a while type thing. Hey, thank you so much for continuing your gift sub, Johnny. I'd really appreciate that. Hell yeah. And I think that should also count towards sub goal. But yeah, this little stream, I've been stream marathon. I've been doing it because I kind of skipped a week and a half, nearly 2 weeks of just being here, being online, because I have a sleep disorder. So the stream marathon is called HYPNAGOGIA, which is a medical term for the transition between sleep and wakefulness, or wakefulness and sleep. And, you know, it's kind of appropriate because it's just like me waking up from a bit of a sleep disorder episode, it'll happen again. So I figured the best we can do is turn it into a good thing and just do something productive with it. Turn into a little bit of an event when I come back. You got your print. Nice. The bits of Terry. Thank you, Johnny. And Bean is currently the biggest provider of content here. Even if he doesn't know it. Holding his little hand. He doesn't mind being held and being picked up by the paws and stuff. He's a really chill cat. He has not even opened his eyes in this whole time. He dandruffed onto a planet, and that's the skin flakes. Kinda. That's the Terry. Oh, in case you were wondering, for the story, we're just really briefly the story for this one, and the last part of the little like mini series for Terry. Terry went really close to the Earth and kind of grazed its gravitational radius and dropped a bunch of, kind of torn. That close contact tore off a bunch of the surface from Terry and dropped it on the Earth. And this still living chunks of flesh are kind of like seeds that have been sprouting and growing and just eating everything that's around them and slowly merging together into these. Well, the first time we saw them, there were just little things like this, like just little charred potatoes of meat. Now they are growing. They're getting bigger, and soon we will all be taken over by them. A deep sleep. Yeah, he's a deep sleeper for sure. Where does the idea of fractal juice come from? Not the fractal juice itself, the idea for the series. The series started as a one-off little story for a little challenge called Irrevember. The prompt was Mandelbrot's leak. It just had the name Mandelbrot, which is associated with fractals and leaks. So I figured, yeah, it's like a ship, like leaking some weird fractal thing into the water, and then a fish gets fractalized. It was just that at the start, and then it kind of. I started thinking more about it, just months later after doing that one. Started thinking more about it, and slowly, it became something much bigger. I started thinking, what if this kind of fractal liquid, this thing just kept growing and infecting things. And at first I thought, like, what if it came into the lands? What would like nature look like if it started to be fractalized? And obviously the next step was humans. And slowly it just kind of snowballed into this apocalyptic story about the fractal taking over and humans, not by the fractal itself, but by their own human instincts, end up annihilating themselves. Also, Fractal Juice t-shirts. I'm wearing it right now. You can get this exclamation mark merch, and you'll get a link to the merch store. You can get this, still available. Thank you, Johnny. This one's really good. It's like, I think it's my favorite merch design I've done. I've wanted to do this for like way before I had my merch store. So it's been a long time coming, this specific design for Fractal Juice with a bottle and this old newspaper ad aesthetic. Can't wait for the Terry cheeks. Those, oh my god, this island, it really is shipping hell. I hope they'll get here someday. I've been waiting. I've been waiting for the Terry cheeks mouse pads. Hopefully at some point we'll get the good news that they're here now. Fingers crossed. had boxing. It was a really good session. Hell yeah. My sister does boxing. Stole them in the mail. That was you then. Alright, now let's actually get to today's topic. Today we're going to be working on an upcoming part of the Megalomorpha series. As you know, I'm really slow with these for several reasons. They're pretty complex, they require a lot more writing, and in this case, it does require a collab element, which, you know, will always slow things down naturally. So for this specific part of the Megalomorpha series, and this is not the Fly one. The Fly one, I'm fairly close to being done with it. Image-wise, it still needs a bit of writing. That's kind of where it's been stuck for a while. But this other, like, second part of the Megalomorpha series that I'm working on is all about an artist. This here is the artist. The story takes place in... I got all of this noted down here. The story takes place in the 1880s. So kind of early photography, really. Takes place... Well, the protagonist is a young Ukrainian artist who... Ukraine, obviously, at that point, part of the Russian Empire. He goes out to France, to Paris. This is the Impressionist movement, and he's just like this one of these like multi-talented artists that does everything and is showing a lot of promise. And he's just like there in Paris, learning from the greats of Impressionism. And at some point, he decides to take a break from, you know, the crazy Paris lifestyle you can imagine. Goes back to his hometown in Ukraine, visits some family, stay there for a while. While he's there, though, he comes across a Megalomorpha, and this completely changes all of his entire life and career. He basically drops out of being an artist and of, you know, like making it as an artist in Paris, and decides to stay in this little village in Ukraine, kind of just, you can imagine, like kind of middle of nowhere, very, very rural area. And he just holds himself up in a little studio and dedicates himself entirely, his entire craft, to trying to depict this one encounter with a Megalomorpha, which he believes to be an angel. He's just like trying everything he can. He's trying painting, he's trying sculpture, he's trying writing, like everything he can just to depict this one moment. And he's frustrated because he can't really like describe how he felt at that moment. Obviously, he's been brainwashed by the Megalomorpha. And he's under the impression that this is some sort of religious experience. So that's kind of the setup for the story, and we're never gonna see the Megalomorpha in this part. We are gonna so he's me. I mean, it's a great setup to you know, tell a bit of a personal story as well about an artist and the struggles of being an artist, and you know, that sometimes the frustration of not being able to put what you're imagining, like make it real, put it on the page. You know, I think a lot of us, if you're listening to me, if you're an artist, if you do art, you write, anything like that, you can probably relate to this in some way. So this is going to touch on that a little bit. It's going to be much more, you know, sometimes Megalomorpha is a story about a specific place and time, a group of people, or a specific event. It doesn't really focus on the individual. This one's going to be a really like individual story, because the whole point of it is we're never seeing the Megalomorpha. We are only seeing the person's mind as they are brainwashed, basically. Because we've seen a lot of Megalomorpha brainwashing people, but we've never really seen it that close from the artist's perspective. So what I have so far for this series, obviously, apart from the story, which I'm pretty pretty confident in the where the story is going with this. I hope you guys like it just from my description. Sounds awesome. Thank you. Need setup. Thank you. Thank you. Monster is never shown. Exactly. We're only gonna see like different depictions of the creature in this case. Hey, Kobo. Oh my god, 75% for the challenge. You guys are getting there. So yeah, one of the things we did this long ago, a few months ago, is one of the statues. I'm gonna focus on the statues. The collab part is gonna be like a painting. We'll see. I predict we can get to 100% tonight. I surely hope so, and I hope we can get tonight to both the sub goal and to the point goal, because that would be really hype. I don't know if I put the name on the sub goal. Oh, it's just called sub goal. Hold on. I'm just going to restart it so it says what it actually does. Now it's going to pop up again, but just put the correct name. 80%. Hell yeah. I guess definitely getting there tonight. I hope so, at least. But yeah, real quick, the collab part. You know, if that still works out, it's gonna be by the artist at Tonal Snakes on Twitter. I'm gonna put a link there. Actually, I'm gonna put a link to the card because you can see Matt's Instagram and stuff. Coincidentally, which is also part of the setup of the story, Matt, who's helping me write the story, is from Ukraine as well. So there's a bit of a personal connection there as well. Oh yeah, they're a fantastic artist, and that is like their specific style kind of informed the story in a big way, because they have this very painterly style that really reminds me of Impressionism. So when we were chatting about collabing, it kind of came up, and we said, oh, we definitely have to set the story through like an Impressionist painter and try to go for that style. You know, it's still gonna be Matt's personal style, but you know, kind of we put it in a historical setting that reflects the style. And obviously, it's going to be digital painting. We're probably going to be adding some textures to the digital painting to you know, put it in real life, put it in context and stuff. But in any case, that's going to be the setup for it. Yeah, I think I got through most of the main beats of the story. There might be some deeper stuff. Oh yeah, the artist, the name we have for the artist is Valerie or Valerie. That's probably how you pronounce it. Robo, thank you so much for the sub. Hell yeah. All right, so we have the statue. And the idea is we want to show a progression with the artwork he's doing, from more angel, like traditional angel, to more of a, you know, a bug-like form. So, you know, maybe the very first like sketches are like really just box standard angels. Then this starts happening, you know, the angel starts getting bug wings, some bug features. And it's kind of reminiscent of the other statues I've done for the Megalomorpha series. So you can like technically like put them together and stuff. Might change the background for this one actually. And this is what I've been thinking, is that the background looks quite fancy, and that's not really what we're aiming for here. Like he's supposed to be on a on just a small little studio in the countryside, middle of nowhere. So I don't know, that's where we're at. This image here is, I've just kind of emptied it a little bit so that we could use it for one of these statues. So let's actually put it here. Here's just a little sketch I did on top of it. If you want to see the original, this is the original name of the guy, and these are some statues. Like some unfinished statues. And bits of clay and stuff in the background, which I like. I'm gonna keep those. So, I'm thinking one of the statues can go, you know, right here. Like we got good space here for one of the statues. It's kind of in some clutter, which is... Oh, there's another picture of the same guy, which is one of the reasons we picked this guy for the main character, is that we got 2 pictures of him. That's really rare. Bean, you're gonna have to, there we go, not put your feet on the tablet. Thank you very much. All right, so this is good, but I'm thinking I kind of want to close up more similar to this other statue here. I'm opening it on Photoshop because, you know, that way we can make changes whenever needed if we do end up needing it. There's some shadows here that bother me a little, which we might go over. Let's see. If you're wondering, the original here was this, just a bust. I don't know if that's from the same guy. It definitely looks similar to this little table here, but I think it's just a different one. I think they're just some similarities, but what is, that's the empty one. I think I had another similar setup to this, but I'm wondering, I think I might have been thinking about this one, where it has some like cushions and stuff below it. I'm not sure. These are different bug parts. All right. Let's see. I think I'm gonna go to Pickrel. We're gonna dig through archives a little bit and see if we can find not the statues themselves, although that would be good as well. Especially if it's clay, like it's someone making a statue and you can see the actual clay, like someone working on one. That would be good. Obviously, a lot of stuff we're gonna get in archives is like really old statues, like ancient stuff. We don't really want that too much. Looking for clay directly might help us. I think we might have to just change the dates here and do like 1850 to 1950. Just black and white photography. And what I'm looking for is just a setup that looks kind of like a studio, not a museum type picture, which, you know, it's going to be really common here because they have all the stuff from the Met. But something that's like in the real world, in a studio. Maybe looking for sculpture. Or not the sculpture, the sculptor. Is that how you say it? The guy who makes a sculpture. This type of stuff is what I'm thinking about, you know? Like you can see the fingerprints, you can see how it's been worked on. It's just a signature. Also, any clay like this texture we can find will be good, because we can definitely use stuff like that. Because the statue has to look unfinished in some way. Ooh. What is this? A big mass of clay? Well, well. I think it is straight up a big mass of clay. Like, they named it Pietà, but I think it's supposed to be kind of self-aware. Oh shit, why did it look for... Okay, hold on. I copied the same thing a bunch of times. Oh, it's the back! It's the back of an actual statue. That's kind of sketchy in this way, but... Can I have a picture, the third picture, please? It doesn't let me. Like, I'm clicking on it and it doesn't do anything. I want to see it. Weird. Open image in tab. No, it's just a thumbnail. Oh, that's really annoying. It literally doesn't... Oh, let me reload. Come on. Yes! Okay, it was just a bug. You can still access the image. You know, sculptures, what are they? Big masses of clay? Well, I guess not all of them. They can be metal. They can be many other things. But I get you. Also, fun fact, the Met Museum has an Animal Crossing button. If you were... Oh, I guess the cat is over it. Has an Animal Crossing button that turns your... turns the image into a pixelated design with a QR code that you can put in Animal Crossing. That's kind of cute, actually. The Met Museum has some great stuff. As far as museums go, their whole collection is free, which is like open source, not open source, public domain. You can straight up just use any of these pictures. Freely copy, modify, and distribute this image, even for commercial purposes, which makes the Met, you know, straight up one of the best resources for anything, for like art in general. Love the Mets, baby. All right, here we have Samuel something in... Oh, that's... this background, the background this guy's in, that's basically what we need. All right. If we remove the guys from the picture, that is kind of what we need. Animal Crossing stream where I make fucked up horror villagers in Photoshop. No, Animal Crossing stream would just be me playing Animal Crossing in silence for hours. Okay, plenty of artists here. It's mostly, I mean, it's kind of what we're gonna get, because it's, this guy looks really serious, I love him. It's kind of what we're gonna get, because if we look for sculptors, if you want pictures of the sculptures being worked on, you're mostly just gonna get pictures of the workshop like that. Oh, she has like a loom. That's embroidery? It's wild. Sorry, I do tend to get distracted while looking at archives. You know me. If you know me, then you know this fact. But sometimes just getting distracted and going off on a tangent, looking for completely unrelated images. Sometimes you find like the coolest stuff. I think the best ones were under this photo. But let me give a quick look through the rest of the search results, just in case. I think that massive clay statue might be the best resource here, because we're just gonna use it to make the statue look unfinished. That's kind of the vibe we're going for. Just like the first statue we did. This one here, you can see it's the arms are broken and the legs aren't finished, which means that the artist was so frustrated that he just like threw it to the ground and it broke, the arms broke, that sort of thing. Oh my god, doggy. That's a good dog. That's a good dog right there. And that is a good cat right here. A very, very sleepy cat. His tongue is out. Oh my god. Hold on. This is really important. Everyone stop what you're doing. Let's see. Can we get close enough to the bean? I think the lighting might be a bit hard to see. Hopefully the camera can pick up the little bit of tongue just poking out. Lip. Tiny little pink spot. Yeah, it's small. It's small, but it's here. Whoa, big yawn. Tongue reveal. You can keep sleeping. Yeah. Raymond. Oh yeah, people got obsessed with Raymond like it was a Tumblr sexy man for a while. What is this picture? Completely unrelated, right? But that kind of goes hard. Oh my god. It's Lincoln, I think. Lots of workshops here. Getting a little bit away from sculpture. Lincoln log. Here for bug time. Hell yeah. Welcome, welcome. Thank you, Sophisticated, for the follow. What am I trying to find? Just browsing around for sculptures. To find both textures and like a stand for a sculpture, essentially. This is what I'm looking for, but without the guy. And I think I might just take this and remove the dude. Just remove the dude. No dude needed. Just gonna... There you go. I get some... better angle for Bean, so you guys can see his little head. Los taburetes. Yeah, los taburetes. I think I might just use this one. I don't know if there's a... Is this one different? Let's see. Nope, same picture. But this one seems to be on the source in Digital Museum. Anders Johnson. I'm sorry, but you're about to get deleted. Any more from this? Nah, we're good. We'll just get this one. I think we're going to use the same. So what I'm going to do here is delete everything. Save that as statue 2. And we're going to start here. That way. Oh, sorry. I just deleted everything from the statue here, saved it as a new thing so that go drive home. Have a good drive, Cryptid. An hour drive? You do this every day? Damn. Would you like this photo for good measure? Let me take a look. Un taburete. I think we got the one we needed, because it's not like a regular stool. It is these type of big stools they did for statues. Let me open a downloads here. Get these pictures in. And why is it doing... Well, I'm not touching anything. Why is it pressing Ctrl Z all the time? Stop. Are you... Is it Bean? You pressing something? Nope. Okay, I don't know what that was. I think it was my mouse. Weird. Anyway, that's not a big deal. We just drag them in, drag those pictures in. Bean pushing buttons. I don't think it was Bean. I don't know, it stops on its own. The keyboard's becoming alive. It's alive. Okay, we're gonna put a black and white filter on top of this. And thank you, Hemi.
I've been to the Met several times as a regular visitor and a student, and it's one of the best museums to get lost in.
It's
Every
great.
room is so thematic and beautiful.
Yep. I was there when I went to New York last year, and it was fantastic. All right, so we're gonna start by selecting. Let's hit select subject here, just to see what Photoshop decides to select. And that's kind of what I guessed. It would select the stool and the guy. What we really want is just the stool and removing the guy and the statue. This might take a few different passes. But there we go. We got something already. So what I'm gonna do is create a second layer. I'm gonna start with the content aware fill, just to get ourselves started with something instead of nothing. I'll just save a bit of work. Ooh, big yawn bean. Big stretch. Yeah. Hold on. Since you're so sleepy, Just gonna see if you prefer being on your little comfy bed instead of on the hard floor. Just stay there as long as you want. Your place. Ooh, yeah. He is lifted. We have achieved liftoff. Oh, he has decided he does not want to be there. Oh, Bean. You're very specific, aren't you? Fair enough. You can be here. Just figured you might be more comfortable there. 91%. Nice. Ooh, how are you doing, Beanie? Yeah. You waking up? You wanna go on my shoulders for a while? Let's go. Let's do it. Moving you around. Today's the day I move you around. Can be my shoulder bean. You're not the boss of him. I just suggest things. I don't mandate anything for Bean. He's a free soul, ultimately. Also, hi Laos. Good to see you. Oh my. It really does not know what to put in these corners. There we go, Bean. You're free to explore. As long as you don't try to bite my pen. You don't bite my pen. Please. Oh! He's just gonna sit on my tablets. He's off. He's not really off, he's just smelling around. Alright, it seemed to really like the curtain texture, I guess. Not great, but it's a start. It'll get us started with something. Actually, let me do select, modify. I'm going to expand that selection a little bit so we don't get a weird edge, which we have here. And going to combine all of this. Wait, hold on. I should save this selection because it has this tool on it. Just going to do... I do this. There we go. So that one is just going to be this tool. Get a bit more chill music. Disembodied fingers. That's a true horror. take this selection. I'm gonna expand it as mentioned, 2 pixels. And now I'm gonna hit a second, or even delete, no. There we go. And I'm gonna hit it a second time with big yawn bean. A contour fill. Maybe not the entire thing, because some parts do look good. Okay, so the parts that we don't want to change too much are mostly alright. I'm going to keep them as they are. I don't mind the part behind the statue too much, because it's not going to really affect... Like, we're going to add our statue of our own anyway, so... Alright, let's hit contour fill. That's what I mentioned, we would need several passes, because we're hiding a really big part of the image. So that's gonna hide this part. We're still gonna need some curtain textures, but most of all, this part of the window. That's doing an alrighty job. Not the best, but it's getting us closer and closer. Getting a little bit of window in there. And then some wall. Alright, now we have something that's messy, but that at least doesn't have the subjects we don't want to have on the image. Now, I'm gonna do this little tool here just to remove those edges. Is that annoying? Or did it just made things worse? Yeah, I just gotta do it small, step by step instead of all in one stroke. What is it, Bean? Bean is following the... Currently, like, right here. Don't mind the back of his neck being all... It's kind of weird. Oh, he really enjoys this. He's craning his neck. Yeah, boy. Bean, you're the streamer now. You wanna say something to chat? Thank you for the safe reminder, Rooster. Yeah, Bean, that's me, right there. A little stream preview.
Ojos como el cielo.
Jenna, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome, folks. Hey, everybody. How are you doing? All right, y'all. If you don't know me from previous generates, I'm Eduardo, and I make Photoshop horror arts. And this little guy is Bean. Bean, can you look at the camera? Oh, he's shy. He's shy now. And we're here eliminating a guy from a photo for now. But what we're gonna do is something similar to this. We're making statues, fake statues. So, hi Raiders. Hope you like it here. Hey, pigeons are dinosaurs. Goth Ghoulie, thank you guys for the follows. It's true this is Mechtel's doing. Oh, Mechtel's evil plan. Oh, Bean, you going? You going without saying hi to chat? To all the raiders. You're going to baby jail. So yeah, hi everybody. If you want to check some of my work, just to see like the kind of stuff I do, like after, because you're going to see the work in progress now. If you want to see the results, I recommend checking out my website. You got a link right there in the chat, and it'll bring you to a place like this one, where you can click on things and see, I don't know, this little dredge fan art I did, if you like games about fucked up fishes. Okay, Hollis, thank you so much for the follow. Alright, yeah, welcome y'all. If you got any questions about what I do, feel free to shoot them in chats. So, what we're doing specifically today is a story that's set in the Megalomorpha series. It's kind of, I would say it's kind of my main series, or one of my two main series I've been working on. It's a... What has it been? You're singing? It's a series of short stories. You can see them on, if you go to my website, which was linked right there in chats. I'm actually going to just link this specific page. There it is. Of course, Val to talk about his art and self-promote. So this is Megalomorpha. This is all the parts I've done so far. The oldest ones are in the bottom, so if you want to read them like chronologically, you can read bottom to top. It doesn't matter too much. You can read in any order you want. There's no specific order. Each story is pretty much separate. There's just like a few connecting threads between a couple of them. But each story just deals with these giant insects that keep popping up throughout the world, throughout history. You got some in like prehistoric times with cave paintings. You got some, you know, in like there's Mexico 1910s. This is the 1950s in Sweden. Sorry, Norway. Pretty much all over the Roman Empire, you know, kind of goes throughout the world and throughout history. And this specific part we're working on, it's an upcoming part of this series. Thank you, Enzo, for the follow. It's all going to be centered around this guy, who's an artist. And the story takes place in around the 1880s. This is a Ukrainian artist who goes to study in France during the Impressionist movements, and he is this, you know, young, promising artist who, you know, has like a whole career in front of him. But one day he decides to go back for a short visit to Ukraine, to a little village in Ukraine, and while he's there, he meets a Megalomorpha, one of these huge insects that wash people's brains, and he gets brainwashed. And it's just this single encounter. He thinks he has seen an angel, and he's mesmerized by this one encounter, and he just basically drops everything and settles in this little town and little village in the middle of Ukraine, and starts just dedicating his entire life and crafts to depicting this one single moment, trying to depict it how it was in his head. As you know, the concept itself in his head is like changing and mutating. So it starts with depictions that look more angel-like and slowly become more bug-like. So that's kind of what we're doing here. We've done one statue, and we want to do like that progression, another statue that looks a lot more bug-like. No way he called Norway Sweden. Anyway, you guys have been talking about a voice actor I don't know in the chat, so I haven't really followed that combo, but let me know if there's something important going on there. Well, I keep babbling on about my work. All right, so what we've been doing here, we want to do something similar to this statue, and we had this image. It was the closest one I could find, but you know, this is not the artist. The artist looks like this, and we just wanted kind of a picture of the statue on its own. So that's what we're going for here. We got this. We got a bunch of textures from these like messy clay statues, which we want to use to make it look unfinished, because the idea is that he just keeps remaking and remaking all of his statues and paintings, and he never finishes them. It's always like he gets frustrated and drops them in the middle. The raider bit, the raider bit disappears after a couple minutes. I'm fine with it. Justice for Nigel Buckley. Loki, that Nigel Buckley was kind of an ass. Nigel Buckley, for context for the new folks, is, if you read through the Megalomorpha story, is the kind of the only like returning character. Appears in 2 stories. It's kind of in universe. He's the guy who's been basically gathering all this evidence, and which is why a lot of because he gathered it back in like the from the like 40s to the 70s, something like that. So that's why most of the sightings of the Megalomorpha are old. It's because it's mainly been this one guy tracking them. Nigel Buckley cheeks. The Mexico story, yes. That's probably my favorite that I've done so far. My 2 favorites are the most recent ones. I guess that'll always happen, right? Like the recent ones will be the ones I like the most. So there's a bunch of weird edges we gotta take care of here. Just like little glitches from all the deleting we've been doing. So I'm just like going over, patiently removing them. So we have like a nice canvas essentially when we're done. Obviously there's some parts that don't fit, because this was all like, what I've done so far is just take the picture and do a lot of content aware fill, which is kind of an automatic filling thing. Saves a bit of work, but is definitely not perfect. It's really glitchy. But, you know, sometimes it's good to just have like a shitty first pass that at least gets some stuff done. And you can start there, iterate from there. And make things make sense, like, you know, the edge of this window has to go all the way down, kind of stuff. The generative fill? No, I refuse to use the Photoshop's AI generation tools until they fix up the mess they did by using, because okay, context, Photoshop did an AI image generator thing, and they were going for the angle of, oh, we're doing the only like ethical one, we're not stealing images off the internet, and they didn't, which is props to them. But they said like, hey, we're only using the stuff from Adobe Stock, which is their own like stock image library. And again, that sounds good. Like it's your own website where people are uploading stuff. But it turns out that they never gave an opt-out to the people from the Adobe Stock library, and they're saying they're going to compensate them. They're going to pay everyone who's been used in the training set, which again sounds like it would be good if this ends up happening. But they never really have figured out a plan for that. Also, it's still in beta, and they don't have like any, like it's specifically only for non-commercial use, because they don't want to get into legal trouble like all the other image generators have been dealing with. They've been trying to cover their asses basically, because everyone's getting sued left and right. I'm gonna take this little chunk of window, since, you know, it's cropped out in our image. I'm gonna use it. At least someone's learning for that AI fiasco. Honestly, like, you know, what Adobe's been doing is bullshit, but it's not the steaming huge pile of bullshit that the others have been doing. So, you know, it's props to them, but only partially. I'm not gonna say, hey, you did a slightly better job than the others, but still kind of shitty. I'm not gonna like give him a pass for that. Also, I've been babbling on so much that I forgot to ask, how is your stream, Jenna? Are you still streaming that? What's the name? The facial expression game? I really want to try that one out. What's the name of the song? The name of the current song is gonna be always there, right in the corner. What's up, Bean? You want to get out? Okay, I'm gonna open the door for Bean. Be right back. He's learned how to push it from the outside, so I'm just gonna leave it slightly ajar and hope that he gets in whenever he wants. AI entering this legal bonfire era. Yeah, we're gonna see a lot of that. Bean is breaking containment. Somebody stop him. Unleashed upon the world. What evil might he be doing right now? So we're remaking the windowsill here using the original textures. Trying to blend them together. Bean is going to lay on people and they're going to be too nice to move him. He'll shrivel up and die. Give him Bean his life force. Oh my god. This evil plan. Would he be capable of such evil? that is how cats have 9 lives. They just steal the life force from others. See you later, Siphon. Alright, gonna darken this specific part a little bit more. Now I combine it all into a single layer. Bit more clone stamping. Till we get to the corner. I'm gonna have to improvise something for the corner, I guess. Googly eyes. Okay, who's getting googly eyes? This tool? This tool is getting googlied. There it goes. Getting googed. So a lot of the part behind the original statue I don't care that much about, because we're gonna have stuff on top of it, so. This tool has been promoted to primary love interest. Behold, the artist was cursed and turned into a stool. They're here waiting outside, B. I don't know. He'll probably just scratch the door. You know, I just kind of want to have a basic background, even if it's kind of spotty and stuff, right behind our statue, or our statue is going to be, just to give us a little bit of leeway. Like it's not going to occupy the exact same space that that the original occupied, so just gives us a little bit more freedom there. Also, this shelf is going to be annoying as hell. I'm even considering just yeeting it out. You know, there's probably going to be another one of these metal thingies. Don't know how to even call them. Just smaller and in the background. And darker. I think Jenna left, but she's still playing that weird face game. I think she got all the endings. Nice. I want to give that one a try. It looks silly and fun. Don't know if on stream, but I will give it a look. Right now I am deep deep into the Zelda mines. Been really enjoying Tears of the Kingdom. Have you guys been playing it? Okay, we gotta darken this. Good enough. I'm actually lurking because I'm playing Tears of the Kingdom right now. Okay, completely fair. It's also playing one of the Tears of the Kingdom because of layers of the map. Could be, I could see that, yeah. I figured it was because of the Dragon Tears like side quests. Hey, Eric, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome, folks. How are you doing? You're here, we're removing a hand. What are you up to on stream, Eric? Hey, Rose. It's good to see you. Long time no see. We're here doing stools. My most exciting edit ever. Now we're just kind of setting up the ground for a regular edit. This is gonna be a creepy statue. But we gotta set up the grounds for it first. And that means taking this picture of a studio with an artist and just removing the statue and the guy and adding googly eyes. Tried the Photoshop one. We're just talking about that. I'm not vibing with it. His tool, yeah, it looks like it has a little mouth. Honestly, I think Photoshop, they've kind of been at the one of the first ones I've seen like actually experiment with AI, but they've always done it, I feel like in a good way. Like they do limited AIs that are meant to speed up specific tasks and specific like boring things from the workflows, and that are trained on their own data sets. Like they train it themselves manually, which is dope. It's how these things should be done. And for example, like this selection tool, the object selection tool and the select subject here are wildly useful, and and they're well made. But generative stuff, not it at the moment, until they find out a way to do it ethically without stealing a bunch of people's work. Yeah, it's honestly like speeding up workflows is where it should be at. Which is, I always like to put an asterisk, because there's a lot of people, you know, there's a lot of conversation and people who are like vehemently against AI as a concept. And like, I'm against generative AIs who are trying to like be the like do the whole thing, like remove the artist from the equation. What I want is ethically made AI tools that you can add into a workflow, make it faster. Get, for example, like, I don't know, maybe I'm making a horrible meat creature and I need meat textures. I can get a thing that says, hey, generate some meat textures from me, and then I can just use those instead of, I don't know, having to source meat from somewhere. Just get the tedious stuff out of the way, exactly. Leave more room for the creative. Nothing but horrific results. And honestly, that's kind of the price Photoshop is paying. Because Adobe made their AI thing. It's called Firefly. Thank you, Now for the follow. It's called Firefly, and they made it. They wanted to do it ethically, which is like admirable, but didn't really like land that, because they still like never gave the option for the people in their data set to opt out, and they still haven't even said how they're going to pay them. But they try to do it like ethical high road, don't want to get sued type deal. But the price they paid is they have a data set of, I don't know, a few million pictures, I guess. I don't know how many they have. Like, Adobe stock is probably pretty huge, but the competitors, like Stable Diffusion, they have 5 billion, that's 1,000 million images of the internet. Because they stole them all. Like, they just picked them off the internet. They never asked anybody. They picked every copyrighted thing they could find. And the unethical one they're way better. They give you way better results than the Adobe ones. So companies are kind of having to choose if they want to make one of these. They're having to choose, either we do it super unethically and we make like a product that's competitive with the others, or we make it well and we make it worse, which I guess for the company is not a great choice to be in. Obviously the right choice is to make it well, but capitalism. AI enhanced masking tool in Vegas Pro, because manual tool is horrid. I wonder if they made one. I know they've done a similar one to the select subject one, to this one on Premiere, I think. I remember hearing about that years ago, but I don't really do a lot of video stuff. But like, just this, I was talking and in a second I did a selection of something that's really simple, like it's against a simple background, but would still have taken a bit of time if I did it the old way. So okay, now we have to figure out like what we put on it. For context, this is the first statue in this little series. The idea is that this guy saw this horrifying giant bug who washed his brain, and he thought he had seen an angel. He thought he had a religious experience where he met an angel. and he obsesses about depicting this one specific moment. So he's trying to paint it and make statues of it and draw it, and he's not able, he's frustrated, he's constantly like breaking them, like not finishing, because he never is able to capture what is in his brain. Obviously he was brainwashed by a monster, but that's kind of the progression we want to show, is from more angel-like, like this more human, beautiful thing, but still with some bug features. Like it's not the very start, which would maybe be more angel, more traditional angel, but it goes from there to more and more insect-like. And very important for this, we are using carpenter bees as the kind of the inspiration behind the specific creature. So I'm gonna get some carpenter bee images. Let me go real quick to USGSB inventory and monitoring lab. This Flickr page is from the USGS, Geological Survey from the US. It's a federal thing. As all federal things from the US, by law, they have to put all the pictures in the public domain. And these guys do macro shots of insects that are like state of the art. These are beautiful macro shots. And they just do it, you know, I guess they do it artistically as well, because they really seem to be putting like artistic effort into like getting these beautiful pictures. But they're also like, they are a bee monitoring lab. So they just like take a lot of insects and monitor them, their populations and stuff. But just look at these images. Find wee wee. Seeing AI generated images with all the fucked up hands, weird nonsensical stuff used at YouTube thumbnails. Yeah, lots of AI stuff on YouTube thumbnails. I've been seeing that. That's sad. Because, you know, it's literally like small artists that would be doing this otherwise. They're literally like just taking, I guess the YouTuber for themselves it's an easy thing. Like, I get this free thing that generates images for me, or I pay an artist. But it's sad ultimately. Ghostboo, thank you so much for the follow. Okay, so can we search inside this? Sorry, I'm not really good at Flickr, so I think maybe in photo stream. Yeah, here. Gotta look for carpenter. It's gonna give us some carpenter bees. Look at these carpenter bees. If you don't know, they're solitary bees. They don't do colonies like the other bees. At least as far as I know, there might be some overlap with like other bee species, but they're mostly like solitary bees. They will drill into the trunk of a tree, and they will lay their eggs there, and they will take care of their children, and they'll just drag off on their own. They're just a solitary type of bee, which is very interesting, because that's not usually what you expect. And they're also just they tend to be jet black. They have these iridescent wings instead of being colorful themselves, and they're just kind of fat little guys. They're kind of like bumblebees. Most people would probably see them and think they're bumblebees, but they're all black. They're jet black. They'll drill into your porch. Oh no. Or oh yes, I don't know if you like the carpenter bees. As far as I know, they're pretty harmless to us. Goth bees. Destroying your forge, fair enough. But on the other hand, you're helping out bees. Look at this, look at this. Come on, look at these cute little fellas. They're so shaped. Not your problem now, exactly. Look at them. Look at those mouth parts. So I think Bean is right outside. Hold on. Go get the cat while you look at this bee. Look at it. Here he comes. The beast. The beast is here with us. Okay. Who's waiting right outside? Oh, he's purring so loud. Love the animals. The bee. Yes, yes. Everyone listen to Laos. The bumblebees belong to the genus, the scientific genus Bombus, and the tribe Bombini, which is perfect. Bombini. He's so pleased. He thought I abandoned him. I closed the door on him. No, don't worry. You don't have to worry. I shall fetch the Bombini list. Laos, fetch me the Bombinis. Bumbus Bombini is my hobbit name. I love that. Can you guys hear the purrs? Ooh. I hope that was hearable on mic. Yeah. Gotta put the cat close to the mic. But since he's like right on my back, I can feel like all the vibrations, so I hear the purring super loud. He's just a rumbly little guy. Oh, he likes to be squeezed. He's comfy here too. You wanna stay up here for a while I work? Usually when I stop paying him attention, he'll go down. But if I pay him attention, he can stick around here for a pretty good while. Like, he's comfy. There's a headrest right behind, so he's kind of squeezed between my neck and the headrest, so he can stay there as long as he wants. Bombus Cryptarum, like a black metal band. Okay, I really love this bee. Let's see, it's Silocopa. Is that? I guess that's the genus of, yeah. That's general carpenter bee genus. That's giving me Spanish Wikipedia, but. Just look at those iridescent wings. Aren't they? And they're pretty big. Like, this is how big a carpenter bee is. I saw some carpenter bees here in this region. I didn't know they existed in the Canary Islands, and I got really excited. And my partner was like, "Hi, why are you it's just a bee." I was like, "No, that's a carpenter bee. Look at it." She doesn't get it. She gets my art, but she doesn't get my love for bugs. Imagine the horror of that moment, meeting the Megalomorpha. Your brain is screaming, "That's wrong, something's wrong." But then it's overwritten. Instead of fear, pleasure and chemicals rush into your brain. The moment's joyous and beautiful. This is a Megalomorpha. Exactly. I love that. Okay, we're getting all the Bombai from here. I guess they're not, these are not Bombus. These are Silocopa. Pronouncing the Latin things in English is the worst. I try though. Look at those wings though. Like they're very goth bees, but they decided to go just put all their color only in the wings. Bee bread. Bombus polaris being the fluffiest bee. I'll be the judge of that. Yeah! Oh my god. These are just little puffballs. Probably wouldn't have been as excited if there wasn't glass between us. Fair enough. Bee bread is a natural product obtained from the fermentation of bee pollen mixed with bee saliva and flower nectar inside the honeycomb comb. It's a superfood. People add it to yogurt. Love to try that. It also looks like rabbit poop. Bee bread. They make bread for bees. Okay, let's look specifically for Xylocope. Oh, look at these! Look at these! Yeah! Fuck yeah! Look at the close-up of the wings. Shiny chrome. Chrome. They're so cool. Sorry, I get excited sometimes about bugs, and nobody can stop me. You guys can literally not stop me. You can only share in the sharing the excitement with me. And I'm trying to find like front-facing or back-facing images because we're gonna mix this into an angel of sorts. And I'm planning on using the actual bees. Obviously, like removing the hairy parts and using, you know, turning that into clay. Hopefully, if we can manage that. Obviously, it's like a shiny surface. We're gonna have to do a lot of texture work. But I'd love to use the bee as a base to get something, just to start from something instead of from nothing. This is the bee bread. Bee bread! Oh, I'll keep an eye out for it. Hopefully I can find some. I don't think this is a chat where you need to apologize about your special interest info dumping. Honestly, you're right though. You're so right. It's a self-selecting chat, so the people who hate bugs have already clicked out of the stream, so I'll have to apologize. I can just assume that you guys are with me here. Okay. Any other front-facing images? This one's good, but it's kind of scuffed. But it does have the face, which I like. Really cute face, by the way. Also, like, the US laws are not usually my favorite thing. But shoutouts to whatever US law decided that every federal government thing has to upload their images to the public domain, because that gives us things like every image ever taken by NASA is just in the public domain. You can just take it and print it. You can take the images from the from not Hubble, the James Webb Space Telescope, and put them all in your print store. Nobody cares. It's everybody's, which is really cool. Like, I don't think anybody should own the pictures that NASA makes. It's kind of humanity's achievement, if that makes sense. I know it's the US specifically, but... Cute moth ladies during the moth lamp memes. I want the dark goth solitary bees. Yeah. Everybody make a carpenter BOC right now. I implore you. I just I came back to this. It's so fucking silly. The googly eyes and the pile of clay on top makes it look like it's just a bad hairdo. I love that. The sculpture finished. We're done. We're done here. Alright, so first thing, we put it in black and white. There's just a black and white filter on top of everything, which helps us get that first step quickly done. Then here we have this. I think I might use this for the base of the body, because I just really like the shape of it. It feels like if we're doing this towards the end of like this guy's mental process from going from an angel to the more closer and closer to the truth that he saw, to this giant bug. I really like this. Because it feels, you can see the bug, but you don't see the full silhouettes. It kind of feels like this orb, basically. The borb, the bug orb. And I really like that. I feel like it's a vibe. That chair's about to burst into existential songs. A character from Don't Hug Me, I'm scared. Okay, again, this was an AI tool. Saved us a bunch of work. Artist hitting the pheromones extra hard. Sticking googly eyes to the stool. Flapping his arms real fast while going bzzz. The B-orb. The borb. Okay, so from this, I definitely want to use the head pretty much as is. Obviously change it into something that looks more like clay. I want to keep some symmetry, but I don't want it to be like perfectly symmetrical, because then it'll just look like a JPEG, you know? So it's, oh, that's a, can I do it Photoshop pet peeve? Or it's a specific thing that just kind of bothers me. It's nothing too important, but there's this genre of Photoshop of people taking photos of animals and like mirroring down the center so they're looking forward and putting like a t-shirt on them. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? It's like, I think it was a trend that happened a few years ago, but you just still see these popping up from time to time. There's with shirt. Let's see if I can find one. Oh, it's just giving me teddy bears. A lot with bears. I don't know. Am I going insane? I guess you guys getting what I'm saying. This exactly. I found it. Okay, I was not going insane. This is what I'm talking about. Why was this a trend? I don't think it was like a single person that did all of this, but they just took like images of animals and mirrored them and put clothes on them. But like literally just do this, you know? Why the mirroring? It looks so mirrored. It looks like they're missing a chunk of their face because it just does this, you know? Why were these a trend anyway? Like just literally just do this. Just take a picture. These are AI. Fuck it. Literally just do this. Take a picture of the actual animal and find a human body that matches. It's not that hard. Wes Andersoning. Yeah. Oh, even you even it's so prevalent that even AI does the same shit. Oh my god. Oh, I can't wait to do Google searches and have all the results be shitty AI images. Anyway, that was just a pet peeve of mine. I don't usually complain about things like this, but this one specifically kind of bothers me. Okay, so I was talking about symmetry. This is what I was gonna say. Like, I want to make it more symmetrical, but I don't want to just take one side of it and flip it over to the other, because it would look like those photos. So what I did want to do is take this arm and push it in. Like maybe move it downwards a little bit. Do a little bit of puppet warping. Correct the curve there. Hold on. Un mitingi. I assume that's Spanish. Welcome. Thank you so much for the follow. Totally not suggesting you mirror Bean and put the fan club t-shirt on him. No. If I'm gonna do a trend, I have to do the alien, like the shitty alien edits. You know that. Hold on. Where they literally just paint them green and give them little. This guy here. Like, well, there's a bunch of them. There's a cat too. All of these. Nobody's safe. Oh my god. This is really good. Anyway, yeah, doing that to Bean. That would be fun. Theremin music in the background, exactly. What did you come back to? I would say normal stuff. Just standard. The regular, the usual. Alright, that gives us a little bit more symmetry. Dummy thick gothic bees. I guess so. And now I want it to look way less shiny and brighter in general, because it has to look like it's made out of clay. Eventually, we'll get there. I might remove the mouth. What do you guys think about keeping the mouth parts? Or I guess they're kind of gross, which is a point in their favor. Also, I want to do a selection of this. I just kind of want to add a bunch of things together. I don't want it to be a literal bee. Even though, like, in real life, it would probably just look pretty close to a giant version of this bee. You know, if you saw the Megalomorpha. I want it to be, like, filtered through this guy's, like, madness, basically. So, he still, like, believes it's an angel. So I wanted to have that angelic tone, essentially, like a bunch of wings. Looking like a biblically accurate angel, but bee. Actually, these wings might be the ones I use for the other statue now that I'm thinking about it. Because I definitely went to the same source to look for images. And there weren't that many, so I'm pretty sure these were the ones I used. Also, these ones look kind of crumpled up. So I might mirror those specifically. Or at least just take these. Fix up the edge, or is it just kind of broken? It is kind of just broken. Fine. I wanted to do like this one where the wings are metal, but they are on the like it's kind of a mixed media type thing. Like there's some metal and some clay. He's the OC Carpenter bee. You know what? You win this one. You fucking win this one. The stool with the googly eyes is just perfect. Beezus. It's Beezus. 10 out of 10. That's going to the fridge. And the fridge being the folder where I save all the cool art you guys send me. And memes and everything. Just the fridge. Wormicide. Thank you for the follow. Okay, so I'm just gonna mix these two wings together. There we go. Just kind of moving them around so they look slightly different from the ones on the other side. Again, whenever I copy paste or mirror something, I try to just add differences, like pile up a few differences. Sorry for bump in the mic there. So that it doesn't look like at a glance like the same thing. Like when you zoom out and start seeing like patterns repeating, that's what I want to avoid generally. What do you guys think about this sort of setup for the bee statue? Like just adding wings upon wings. And legs upon legs. The heebie-jeebies. First time stopping by. Well, thank you for stopping by. Big fan of massive bugs. Well, you are in the right place. I am also a fan of tons of wings. I'm glad you guys and I are in the same space, same place, same brain cell. Once again, the one brain cell we all share acts up once again. And this is canon, by the way. Here's the brain cell. This is the one brain cell we all share together. I'm keeping it for now, because I gotta do arts. You guys got stuff to do? I don't think so. The brain cell we all share was replaced by a parasitic wasp. No! Needed for the puzzles in Tears of the Kingdom. Honestly, they've ramped up the difficulty of a few puzzles in Tears of the Kingdom. Which I'm glad. I'm glad. They tended a bit towards easy on Breath of the Wild, I feel like. So I'm glad they said just fuck it, suffer. You've been through the first game. Now build the fighter jets. Literally go like, well, you'll need an engineering degree for the next one, but please just, here's 2 sticks, build a catapult. Yeah, I love it. I love it. I'm not complaining. I'm a big fan of the mechanics, the building mechanics, and just the puzzles in general. Yesterday I was playing a bit and I came across one of these little mini games, and it's a Goron that's telling you just gotta hit this bell really hard, and here's a bunch of like random assorted junk, and the harder you can hit it, the better reward I give you. So I spent like quite some time just trying to figure out the strongest like hammer I could make. I ended up figuring out like a huge, like a super long handle with a big hammer at the end, and there's at the other end there's a stabilizer which will tend to go up, so it'll swing the hammer up, and then like a million rockets and stuff, and it just went super hard. That was fun. I hated that bell. Built a fully functional mechanical calculator. Yeah, some of the puzzles feel like that. New quote. Okay, we got a problem with this bee. We got I think a pretty good shape. Like this is good, but it's hairy, and clay is not supposed to be hairy, so we gotta figure out a way to mix that and this, like mounds of clay. We can just use it doesn't have to be super gritty like this. It can be can be a mix of this kind of more gritty texture and a like smoother clay. But I do really want to use this because I think it's cool. Also, I might add some more levels. I'm just gonna add a bunch of different levels layers that first reduce the contrast quite a bit because we need to make it look less shiny. And just generally brighten it without bringing the without making it look too shiny or specular, you know? Shave this bee. Or the artist sticks their own hair into the statue. Cedar, thank you so much for the follow and welcome. I feel like for the lower parts, we can definitely use these textures. So it's kind of like building up from this like unfinished base. Kind of works with the other one too, which also has an unfinished base. So I'm gonna use this one. I'm gonna give it about this size. Make it a touch brighter and just put that in a group and mask it so that it's only around the bottom. And that way instead of having the individual hairy legs, we just have this pretty abstract base for it. Just like unfinished mounds and mounds of clay, which honestly works with the real like workplace of this guy. It just happens to have mounds of clay lying around. Still 93%. Yeah, if you got points, put them towards the point goal, towards the community goal, because we're 93% there. And if we get there, we'll do one more stream on the marathon. We're currently on the 3rd out of 4 streams. If we get there, that'll be one more stream, and I'll start a new challenge, so you guys can have more days to put points into that one. If you don't got points, you can also get a sub or gift a sub, and that'll also count towards the new adding streams to the marathon. Ooh, 95%. We're getting there. For those, I guess, for context, for those that I got here more recently. What we're doing right now is a little stream marathon where I'm streaming every day for a little while. And it is extendable. Okay, I think the only thing I'm gonna keep like the base B, it's gonna be the wings, and I'm gonna do same thing as here, just this quote unquote mix of metal and clay, like just stuck those into the clay. Okay, I'm gonna find more clay textures because we just have these really messy clay things, and I want something smoother so I can do the back, I can do the head. In Beez's name, the stream shall be extended. Yeah, I get, for context, that it doesn't mean extending the specific streams. Like, I'm just not gonna make the streams longer because we reached the goal. I'm gonna add an entire new stream on top of it. So it's, if you guys reach that goal, both the subscriber and the points one, there's just like, I'm gonna keep it going for one more day. So it's gonna be a whole new art stream. Okay, let's go. Let's keep looking on here. I'm gonna look for clay, just in general. Oh, it's gonna be, you know, fired clay. I want the raw stuff. And okay, so I guess I'll look specifically for 1850 to 19, or it can be modern. Okay, it's still giving us a lot of like really old stuff. Okay, maybe the archives is not a great place to look for clay. Let me look in regular stock sites. Man streams for a year straight and turns into a bug. Eventually. Perpetuity. Forever. Okay. We have kind of the other end, like really, really wet clay. Which, honestly, I'm seeing this little corner here. You can see like finger marks and stuff. We could probably use that. And let me look in the related images below. We got a lot of pottery. Ooh, this is really muddy. This paint doesn't really work for us. This song slaps, it does. Ooh, 98k. We're 98% there. %. You guys can give a limit of 2,000 points per stream for these community challenges. This is literally like, if someone else got 2,000 points lying around, you can end this now. You can be responsible for adding one more stream. Hell yeah. Beware Mirror, thank you so much for getting us to the end there. 100%. Hell yeah. Y'all gonna be doing another stream. It's gonna be we got tomorrow's stream and today's Thursday, right? Yeah, and Saturday's stream at least. I knew we could do it. Hell yeah. Nerd gets streamed. And with that, I'm gonna create a new challenge. Let's see. 3 streams. It took you 3 streams to get to gather 100,000 points. Although I guess with that, a lot of y'all got spend all your points, or a lot of them, like most of them. If we got today and 2 more streams. Okay. Let's do this. Let me really quickly put in a little emote for the... There we go. It's gonna have a little bean emote. Oh, same name? Okay. And new challenge started. Since you guys have less days to fill it, I'm removing 25% of it. But you guys can already start putting points into that. If you got them. If you still got them. Thank you guys for extending the marathon. A lot more art to come. Hell yeah, you guys were stockpiling those points, weren't you? Waiting for the moment to strike. Well, you guys spend your points wisely. That's already 10,000. You guys are quick. Let's see how long it takes you to get there. Let's see if you get there. It might be a little tight, but I think it can be done. $12K. So-called free thinkers. What I'm looking for, just some clay textures. Most of what I can find on here is kind of like wet, very wet clay. And most of what I can find on Pickrel is very dry clay, you know, it's fired clay. It's already like finished things. This kind of in the middle. It's not like wet pottery type clay. It's thicker than that and drier than that. Let's see if I can head back to sleep. Okay, Laos, have a good sleep. I'll see you later. A little guy. Oh my god. Hi. It's a little guy. Okay, a lot of pottery clay. We did find a good one though. Let's just put it on Photoshop, see what it looks like. See how it works. We did find this one, which, you know, it's a bunch of hands. I don't care about the hands though. I care about what's behind them. It's Legs, thank you so much for the raid, welcome. How was your stream? See, that's a nice texture. Welcome in, Raiders. That sound and this is fear. It is made specifically to annoy people who use Photoshop. Hey there, Soup. So what we're making here is a big scary bee. Well, right now it's kind of covered in clay, but this is going to be a story told from the perspective, thank you Legs for the follow, from the perspective of an artist who has seen one of these horrible insect monsters, the Megalomorpha, and he has been brainwashed by it and thinks that he has seen an angel instead of a giant insect monster. So let me pull up for those unfamiliar. Let me pull up what a Megalomorpha actually looks like. It's like this one is the mosquito one. The current one is a bee. We're never going to show the bee itself in this specific story. We're only going to show the artist going mad and essentially just like dedicating his whole life and craft to replicating this single moment where he met the Megalomorpha. And it starts like more as an angel, and it slowly becomes more and more insect-like and abstract. And one day, who knows, it disappears. Made an album cover, nice. Love making album covers, my favorite types of missions. Actually, you watching me right now, you in chats, you have bands. Well, some of you do, I'm sure. You have a music project, you need a cover for it. Talk to me, DM me, email me. You know what, it's unlikely that this applies to anyone in chat, but hey, might as well try. You? Yes, you! Or alternatively, you, author, you're writing a book. I see you. You're writing a book. That project you've been toiling away at. It needs a cover. I'm the man for it. I don't know, I just love making book covers. I love making album covers. Help, I'm being forced to join a band. Be right back, gonna start a band. Like the cover for Inside Out. There it is. There it is. And the one for the Cockroach of the Data Movement. The two book covers I've made right there in the background. That is indeed a funky little guy, sorry. I'm being forced to write a book. Yes, you are. It's just fun to design a cover for another creative thing, you know, it's like you're collaborating with an artist from a completely different medium. I think that's really cool. Also, this song goes hard. What has it been? Might just use this as a base. Where's this? Group 1. There it is. This bit work as texture. Let's see. Right in the language of Eldritch Horrors, exactly. I really don't think so. It's way too much of a small detail. Oh, thank you for the save reminder. So I'm removing all the hairy parts and revealing the clay texture underneath. And then I guess a lot of the work is going to be taking that clay texture and giving it the shape that it needs to have. To warp. Kind of turn this into a sphere. So the handprints kind of go around where they should be going. Got to upload pictures to the sacrificial altar. Oh yeah, good reminder to let people know about the sacrificial altar. It's not an actual sacrificial altar where you sacrifice people yet, but it is a channel on the Discord where people can send their own photos that they took, and you can send your own photos so that other artists can use them. So if you have some pictures you would like to share, maybe you took this picture of a creepy corridor and you're like, oh, this would be good for horror edits. Or maybe you took this cool gross texture from like a soup that spoiled or whatever. You can just put it in there and just let other artists have a go at it and use it for anything they want. Or if you're an artist and you're looking for these sort of resources, just keep an eye out on the channel on the Discord. And I'm going to put a link to the Discord for those that aren't there yet. Keep an eye on the Sacrificial Altar channel. Just like read it, like catch up with it from time to time, and you'll find a bunch of cool resources. No rules regarding critique or advice. I just generally, I don't mind y'all giving me your thoughts. Just keep in mind that like I still haven't even gone to the face, so obviously we haven't paid any attention to the eyes yet. So just give me time. If you find something that you think still looks wonky, it's probably because I haven't even touched it. Were some old photos of a small clinic I visited some time ago. They were hanging a tad too high for you to take purple photos. Yeah, try it. You know, it's all good to have as reference, perhaps. So, always good to share them. Is this too much like an orb? Is this too orbular? You joined me stream? No, you're good, you're good. It's so fucked up that orbular isn't a word. You know what? Who makes the rules? Who makes the rules about English? No one does. So I call shotgun. I make the rules for English, and I say that orbular is a word. So you're welcome, everybody. Feel free to use it. Orbular is now of the people. Actually, I make the rules. I don't think so. Who called shotgun? Anyone saw Siphon call shotgun? I don't think so. I make the rules. Orbicular is what you were aiming for? No. Orbular is what I was aiming for. Yeah, Jesus getting those points in. How are you doing? And you know what? I'm making another rule for English. The buffalo sentence. It's not correct anymore. Screw that. I don't like it. It's not correct. It doesn't make sense in my head, so Since I'm the big man that makes all the rules, I can just say it's not correct. And you might say, hey, this breaks all of English's grammar. Yeah, and? Like, just change grammar to fit that. Make the buffalo sentence stop working. You gotta change one of the meanings of buffalo, exactly. Buffalo is not an animal anymore. The animal is now like with an A, it's buffalo. Be lurking and trying to make an OC. Ooh, you want to share with us? Can we see the OC? Ooh, googly eyes. That's a cute Sora. Just got done with the sketch. Sounds good. If you ever want to share it, please do. Put it on the Discord, let us know. Also, hey, just 1 second to appreciate how good the Dwarf Fortress soundtrack is. It's literally banger after banger. We're listening to it right now. Any Dwarf Fortress players in chats? Huge into Dwarf Fortress. I recommend getting the Steam release because it has graphics and it looks actually quite nice and has all this music. It's obviously like since 10 years ago the mechanics are going to be way different, but it's like way easier to just get into and just get past that learning curve that makes the game so complicated. Oh, this is way better. Gives it some little bit of texture. The orb gets textured. Mechanics, yeah, mechanics. The base mechanics are largely the same, but over 10 years, there's been a ton of new stuff added. I guess I didn't play Dwarf Fortress 10 years ago. I've only played it. I've seen people play it for a while, but I only played it myself since the Steam release. Should do a new Fortress after I'm done with Zelda because I cannot do two things at once. Yeah, if you guys are curious and don't really know what Dwarf Fortress is, I recommend checking out the YouTube channel Krug Smash, and I'm gonna write that down. I think it's with 2 G's. Check that channel out. He just does Dwarf Fortress playthroughs, but puts like his own drawings and graphics on it and creates little stories with it. And it's great. Really fun. Yeah, Croc Smasher is great. There's a lot of people that do Dwarf Fortress stuff on YouTube, but I think that one's the best. And it's like, I think it's the best first approach to a really complicated game that seems a little bit scary, but if you see people just like engaging with it and making a story, I think you get the vibe of the game much better. And I think Croc Smash does that wonderfully. Okay, so we're slowly changing the face textures into clay. Get clayed, nerd. Okay, now I'm gonna with finger slipped in. I'm gonna do the same thing again here where I mix the two layers without getting the finger in. We don't want the finger to appear like coming out of the face in a random place. Obviously now the face looks like mush, like it looks a bit flat and stuff. But now we can take the original face once again, this one, and we can put it on top. We can see how we add this. I think first of all, it's going to need a pretty hefty blur because we just kind of want the light and the shadow from it. Then maybe a filter high pass. And we add that. It's kind of confusing more than anything. Okay, so high pass not the way to go. So maybe we do multiply and we just add the shadows in. You clayed yourself. Woke up 5 minutes ago and got bug jump scared. That's what you get for sleeping. Never sleep. Okay, I'm just gonna paint a lot of these manually. I kind of like the eyes being made of a different texture. So maybe they can be like stone or something. They're just carved separately. Okay, Dawn, thank you so much for coming. Have a great time zone. Yippee, Val is streaming. Let's see what's going on. Oh. Ooh, a word in Spanish. Well, bee is abeja. With a B, ironically. Gonna put this smoother layer over the mouth. Because it kind of became a mess here. We just Bean. What's that noise? Also, hey Toxin. Picked up Doran again as a way to avoid losing your mind during long classes. Been improving, so yippee, nice. Have you shared any of it on the Discord or somewhere? I'd love to take a look whenever you're willing to share it. Las abejas me asustan. Bees are literally the chillest of bugs. Sure, they got defensive options, but they're just chill little guys for the most part. Like, wouldn't you have defensive options if you lived in a world where giants exist and they can just sit on you or whatever? And this is a reference to one time I got stung by a bee because I sat on it. It was just laying on a chair, like a lawn chair, I think. And yeah, we were sitting down like in a outside in a restaurant in like some you know, some of the outside seating they have. And I did not look at the seat before I sat down and I got stung in the ass. That was fun. It was okay, mostly surprising though. Thankfully I'm not allergic or anything, because that would have been funny if I was allergic. Picked up learning guitar. Fingers hurts as hell. Yeah, that's classic. Considering I've also played the piano, it'll get better and get calluses on the fingers after a while. Yeah, I deserved it. I sat on that bee. Like the bee was just defending itself. Got stung by a wasp on the shins. Oof, yeah. Sat in the back car seat right on the little guy and screamed and cried like hell. But honestly, yeah, I take the bee side on that one. I was a little ass that didn't check the seats, and I attacked that poor bee, and the bee had to defend its honor with its life. I feel like on the one hand, the texture it's kind of muddled, like hard to. Oh, what's that brush? Yeah, texture is kind of muddled, but it's, you know, it's also like an unfinished statue with a lot of like clay that's been moved around, so. I can use the smoother clay to kind of smooth some areas out, maybe. Warp transform? What is that? Okay, gotta read it. Unlike the layer mask, okay. I hate when they make me read. Reading alerts. It's for nerds. Some people would pay to be killed by being sat on. Almost accidentally chopped up the tip of your finger. Oh no. River Willow Tree, thank you so much for the follow. B went down like a champ. Exactly. So I'm here using the soft light to kind of shape the clay here to what it needs to be. This is what it looks like originally. This is what we're doing. I'm trying to emphasize there's sort of, okay, just looking at this, there's an inherent skull shape here. Am I the only one seeing it? Like, if you just take this. Hey, Doodly, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome. My god, so many new folks today. We're making some horror art. How was your stream, dude? Que bonito. Can't unsee the skull. Oh, yeah. Que bonito. I love that. All right, folks. So, if you don't know me, my name is Eduardo. I'm a horror artist from Spain. And I use Photoshop. I mash pictures together until they look scary, basically. What we're doing right now is trying to make a creepy statue. The story is this artist who sees this horrifying insect creature, kind of like this one, and goes mad and essentially like dedicates the entirety of his life and craft to trying to represent this one moment, this one strange meeting with this monster who he believes to be an angel, because the monsters brainwash you. So he first starts to represent it as an angel, but he's constantly like feeling like his art, like he can't represent this moment. He's frustrated, and he keeps breaking his own statues, and slowly over time these statues will become less human, less like an angel, and more like a fucked up little bee, which is what it was. So yeah, Varkarax, thank you for the follow. In any case, if you guys want to read the series this is part of, it's called Megalomorpha. And there's gonna be a link in the chat with a brief explanation on the series. You can read it at your own pace. It's a bunch of separate stories that you can read in any order. So what we're doing here specifically is trying to make this bee, which is originally a photo of a bee, we're turning it into clay essentially. And you know, this was the original picture of the bee without the clay here. Whoa, there we go. This was the original picture of the bee. We're putting it in this little pedestal. We're giving it more wings than it should have, and changing all the textures basically. So what I was discussing right now is that as you can see in this part of the series, these megalomorpha, they have human skulls. They have blended themselves together with humans, and they have like skulls and stuff on the outside and bones. So kind of coincidentally, if you look at this bee's face, it already kind of has a skull shape on it, right? Are you guys seeing it? So I figured let's exaggerate that. Let's make that prominent. That's what I'm doing on the clay itself. You see it. I'm not crazy then. So I'm kind of giving it stuff that wasn't on the bug itself, but giving it kind of cheekbones. Why is your soup spicy? I don't know. You're the mad cinnamon scientist. Messing with spices, you shouldn't. Seems like your MO. You cannot cook. You tricked me with that name then. Trying to see what happens if I re-add some textures at the end. I haven't done a lot of painting. It kind of softens it a little. I think. Probably for the better. Anyone can cook. Ratatouille taught us that. Exactly. Don't put yourself down, Cinnamon. You can cook. The soup I made the other day turned out bland. Maybe we can mix them and make the soup. I don't have a rat to pilot me around like a mech suit. Sounds like you haven't been searching enough, though. Go on, find your rats. What do you think is under these headphones? Is the rat controlling me? The Photoshop rats. So many annoying textures on here. Oh yeah, mentioned this yesterday, but for those who weren't here yesterday, announcement that we have a Minecraft server on the Discord right now. It's been hosted by Detective and Ocean, Big Blue in chat here, is creating a huge Terry replica right at the spawn, which is great. Oh yeah, the artist is always like the current song is always here on the bottom. I will ride on your shoulders and pilot you like a mecha. Oh, that's beautiful. Is it open for pirated accounts? I have no clue. I did not like. I don't know. I do not handle the technical side of it at all. But you can go to the Discord for those that aren't in there. Go to the Haunted Arcade channel, which is where we have all the video game stuff in general. And if you go to the pinned messages, you can see some info like how to join and how to get a role that will ping you when stuff happens. Oh yeah, the server does work both on Java and Bedrock. It's crossplay. This might make me old, but my Minecraft account is from the alpha. I've had it for a million years. Thankfully it still like works well. giving the wings a bit more of a sheen. Because, you know, there's supposed to be the metallic bits in here. I want to say many nice things about the art, but I can't put it into words. So all I can say is, haha, nice. Well, I really appreciate that. You don't have to put it into specific, beautiful words. Haha, nice is perfect. You were burning save data. Had to throw away a monitor because it burned the squares at the bottom of the screen from playing so long. I love that. Epiglottal axolotl. What a fantastic name. Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome. Oh my god. I don't think we've ever had as many raids as today. I don't know. Hey, you come with Barango. Hello. Welcome, folks. How many tonight? 4. I have not been keeping track of them, but I think 4, yeah. Just giving it a quick scroll. Five. Who's the bug? This is the bug. This is a statue of a Megalomorpha from the Megalomorpha series. There's another statue of the same Megalomorpha. Seen by the same person at different times. The person gets slowly brainwashed. Readapting the base a little bit. Gonna head to bed. QA testing tomorrow. Sounds good, Ocean. Thank you so much for coming. Yeah, it's good to have you more on here. Have a great night. It is promising to be quite a complex piece. It's some moving parts in here. Not that I complain. I like a challenge. Don't know if we'll finish it today, though. We'll see how far we get. Before it's a bit too late. It's already 5:30. Yeah, we'll keep going for a while. Where's the end results of yesterday's stream? Boom, right here. There's even some stuff that's been done before, like in between the streams. So it's a little bit different to what you'll see if you see the end of yesterday's stream. The Terry Ling. I'm saying I'm at work, but that never stopped me from playing Minecraft. Terry watching its child, exactly. Son, I'm proud of you. I don't know why I gave Terry such a deep voice. Well, I guess it's a big thing. Son, I'm proud of you. Thank you, Papa. I love you, Papa. When will I go to space with you? Bye. It just leaves the solar system. Terry is a proud parent. They really are. His son will call him Tata. True. Tata. My soul. Who knew that even meat planets can have a little heart? It's because of the music. I thought it was because of the other meat planets drama. I guess it does match. Oh, hair. Kind of gamer somehow. Gotta lie in the middle of the floor and question everything about my life. It's one of my classic evening activities. Okay, I'm wondering how to do the legs. I might do the same approach as the face, where we start with we just snapped some textures on top, especially covering the hair, and then we just manually have to redo the lighting, which will also reduce the shininess, so that's good. Tisso is calling Crim. It's calling Terry's child Crim because they don't have a name yet. It's a headcanon. I don't recall where that came from, but Terry's child has no official name yet. We'll have to find it as it grows. It'll come. These kinds of names come through divine inspiration. Like there's a literal clip of me naming Terry. And it was like, what's this planet's name? Looks like a Terry to me. That was it. That was how it came to life. There was no thought behind it. It was divine inspiration. It just popped into my head. I like Tete. Tete. Tete? Like Bebe but Terry-ized. Bebe. Tete. You think meat planets get to choose their own name? I don't think they have a concept of a name. They don't... Like, there's no sound in space. So you don't have... words. Oh, that was a strange visual glitch. I'm gonna save. So, names are too human of a concept for such a being. just like, you know, gender. Okay, I'm gonna remove the light I painted. And now we have this big bowl. So sapient life on the planet they graze can hold up signs saying, "Hi, name of meat planet." Humans will assign names to everything, that is true. We're great at that. I blame you and Terry for fucked up dreams I've been having about flesh apocalypses. No, those are prophetic. Those are not my fault. You're just seeing the future. Meat apocalypse. You better get ready. Okay, I'm just gonna cover things. I'm just gonna kind of cover everything. We'll figure it out with the lights and shadows after we're done. We'll have to redo kind of the shapes of the legs and the spaces between them. But I'm okay with that. I've made my peace with that. It's gonna be a bit of work, but it is what has to be done. I think. I don't know. There might be more efficient ways for doing it, but that's what I can think of. That more or less covers the area we needed. Now there's a bunch of different textures that are applied on top of each other. I'm just gonna keep the ones I like. The true woke up today be like, holy shit, Terry, after having an absolutely awful messed up nightmare about flesh monster taking over the earth. I mean, that's kind of what's happening here. Hiding your bird who inexplicably spoke perfect German. Oh my god, this reminds me of Terry. I love it. I wouldn't be surprised if they started speaking German. Sent you fun art? Where? I love you, Papa. I'm getting milk. Oh my god. Oh, also, if you here it is. If you're on the Discord, we just added the stickers, which are kind of like big emotes There's Discord stickers, and there's the Booty Terry one is there. Why does Terry have a fat ass? We never see, you know, in the official series, we never see the backside of Terry, but Terry does have an ass. Canonically too, Terry has to move around the universe, and to do that, it's Newton's law. It has to expel matter to one side to get propulsion towards the other side, like any rocket. So it actually needs a sphincter or several sphincters so that it can use them as propulsion to change its own orbits. So you laugh. Terry does have a sphincter, at the very least one. Y'all don't even know about the upcoming mouse pads. Y'all don't even know. Terry canonically has a dumpy. The dumpy is an artistic interpretation. Canonically, Terry has. It would be more like a hole. The dark side of Terry. Oh yeah, y'all want to see something cursed? Hold on. Did I save the mousepad previews they sent me? I don't know if they sent the hold on. I don't have the specific preview where they give it with the shape, but here's the design. There will be like 10 of these that would exist. I will have them soon when they get to my home, and I will send them to lucky people in different. I think it's just gonna be like giveaway style. We're just gonna give these away to 10 lucky people. Or unlucky? It depends. Depends on. Oh, what did I just do? Oh, I guess I was on OBS and I pressed a Photoshop shortcut. Hey Bean. Hey dude, you got awoken by Terry ass. Yeah, dude. What's up? You should probably replace your mouse pad. Bean. What is it, Bean? Bean acquired. The boy. Being shaked around like a little baby. That's what you are. That's what you are. Yeah, dude. Once again, begging Val to take pity on my sad, weak little gamer wrists. I'll pay money for mouse pads. I don't know. We could auction them for charity or something like that. Or I could sell a couple, like enough to get back the money I spent on getting them and the shipping, which was a bunch of money. And we can give away the rest or something. The eternal flesh has come to take us all. Oh hell no. Being, you're very comfy here, aren't you? Yeah, you are. No, I can't work because you're in my arms. Yeah, I know. I love you too. You're a cuddly little guy. You wanna go? Let's go. Hold on. Shall we give Bean a treat if he gets up on my shoulders? I'm already doing it. I'm not even waiting for your answer because I know it's gonna be yes. What is it, Bean? You gotta get up. Come on. Go on. You know where it is? Go on. There you go. Crunch. Shoulder time. He's learning. Trying to teach him. Bean boy. You're a little bean boy, aren't you? He's a shoulder cat. I'm teaching him to be a shoulder cat. Wanna do it again? You want another one? I'm gonna run out of treats soon, dude. I'm gonna have to do a run for treats. Run to the store just for bean treats. Your subs pay for that, by the way. That's your bean touching Photoshop. Your sub money not only goes towards making this stream marathon longer. So put your subs towards that. But also to get bean little treats. Whoop. So he can do things like this. Oh, Bean, you made that fall. No, it's right here. Ow! He goes so hard for the treat that sometimes he bites your finger in the way. What is it? Yeah, you got your treats. Okay, now I'll give you a third, but only if you stay here for a minute. Sounds good? How does that sound? You can be my little shoulder cat for a minute. But the thing is... Lay down here. Lay down here. He's too excited about the treats. He doesn't want to lay down. Okay, you can have your ass up like this. The thing is, if I teach him only to have the treats, if he gets up on the shoulder, what he does is get up on the shoulder, get his treats, then get down, and get up again. So he associates the act of getting up with the treat. So I've been also trying to give him treats if he stays up here for a little bit, so he knows that, you know, the thing that'll give him treats is just being on the shoulders, not the act of jumping on top of me. Yonke Fractal Juice shirts. Mail service managed to lose it. However, I was recently found and got it, and it's so damn comfy. Nice! I'm glad it was found. It is very comfy. I really like the material of this one. It's a different material to the other shirts I've done. This one's a bit thinner, it's a bit softer. My husband did a double take when I was first wearing it. Hell yeah. Bean is the creature. Bean, you are the creature. Ever. The man. You are a very loved cat. I think he's gaining a little bit too much weight. I'm starting to worry. We didn't really we don't really check on how much food he's eating, because we know a lot of cats kind of self-regulate on food, and you just fill up their bowls when they're empty, and that's it. With Bean, we didn't know because he came from the streets, so we didn't know if he would what kind of relationship with food he would have. So we've just been filling up the bowl when it was empty so far. And he gained weight over the first few months, which is expectable because he did live in the streets. I think he might be a little overweight now. Might have to start actually seeing how much food I'm giving you. Which is annoying. I hoped it wouldn't have to come to that, but we'll see. We'll see. I'll have to weigh you, dude. I'll have to get on top of the bathroom scale with you. It's gonna be weirded out about that, but it's fine. It's okay. He thinks I still have treats in my hands. I don't. Bean. Oh, I love you so much. Love you so much. Okay, you wanna go? You go. No, don't try. He's trying to get the neuron. It's not for you. That's not a toy. See, the thing is, I can't work. He's just sitting on my tablet currently, and now scratching his face on the mic. What's up, Bean? What you doing? I legally can't kick him out. Like, how could you? Look at he. Gonna have to do something about you, dude. You're kinda in the middle. Yeah, I love you very much as well. Yeah, me too. But I'm gonna put you on your little bed. Okay, sounds good. You're gonna stay there? You're not, right? I know you're not. You're instantly gonna get up. Hold on, I'll give you a toy. Maybe that'll keep you entertained. His toothbrush. His favorite thing in the world. He loves that thing. Oh, he's grooming his own nose with it. I'm just keeping it in place. He's just... he does something kind of in between biting it and grooming himself with it, which is really cute. Okay, now your job is to keep this upright, okay? No? Damn, that didn't really work. Random household objects. Yeah, he loves the toothbrush. It's his favorite thing ever. Baby, you have to decide. Where do you go? Okay, down. And now we can do art again. We have been freed. Okay, let's see. Where has it been? He's wonderful, but he's also in an inconvenient place. That's been 24/7. I love him very much. He loves to sit on my tablet because he, you know, I guess it might be a little bit warmer, and also I think he just sees me using it, and he figures it's something important. So if it's important, you gotta sit on it. Little decoy tablets. But he won't fall for that, because what he loves about the tablet is that I'm using it. I think that's how it works for him mentally, right? It's just like whatever thing I seem to be fixated on, he's gonna be like, oh, I gotta sit on that. Like, you know, if you're reading a book, the cat will try to sit on the book, or cats will sit on laptops. That's a very classic one. He wants to take part in the thing, exactly. He just wants to feel included, participate. Even if he doesn't really understand what's going on, he's like, I wanna help you out. I'm doing my part. Now this might be too orbular, but we'll see what we do about that. What has it been? Oh, that's the... There we go. I was wondering where that strange line was. I'm gonna open the door for Bean, because I think he wants to go. You understand? Sure. Returned specimen. 25% of the community challenge complete. Damn. Great job, y'all. Also, it is currently very warm. That's the summer months coming in. It's not that the temperature changes that much in between summer and winter, but I can definitely feel it when I'm stuck in this room for a while with the door closed, because right now my partner's back there, she's sleeping, so I gotta close the door. And you can definitely notice that the room gets much warmer during the summer months. But it's cool. Generally, you can be on a t-shirt and in the middle of the winter when you're at home, which is really nice. And no heating needed. But yeah, this is really useful. I've been getting so much use out of this. Specifically for this situation. I don't think I use it in any other. It's also very Spanish. Like possibly one of the most Spanish things one could conceive. We love a good fan, we do. I want to make a custom fan at some point. I think that would be really fun. I don't know, maybe with a big signature, with my own signature and like a big letter and paint it on here, or maybe a bunch of little small googly owls and terries, or a bug. Temnot, good morning. Which reminds me, it is 6 AM. Okay. I think this is still very work in progress. Let's focus on like bigger stuff instead of trying to get the textures right, because I think the problem design-wise with this is that it looks too much like an orb, which it is originally, but you know, it had hair and stuff, it had a lot more details that kind of hid that a little. Collage of things, that would be fun. Thank you for coming, Rose. Hope I see you again soon. fan with googly eyes, that would be great. I would, if someone got the googly eye IRL thing, I might, if I ever get a fan, I could fill it with googlies. But this one is technically it's my partner's, so I'm not gonna glue googlies to this one because it's not really mine. Okay, but things we could add. We could add another set of eyes. Kind of like the bigger orb. It's just a repetition of the face. So kind of fractal that way. Self-repeating. Oh, there's Bean, I think. He's so cute. He literally, once he sees that you've opened the door, he'll start walking deliberately. Like, he's not running, he's deliberately walking at a steady pace, but he's meowing constantly. So he's just walking, going meow, 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 and you're just waiting for him with the door open. Like, come on, dude, what you doing? Oh, no, don't. That's not a toy. Oh, he's gonna be playful right now. Bean? You're choosing chaos? You're waking up and choosing chaos? Good night. I am gonna put you in baby jail. That's where you're going. Going to read before sleep? Sounds good, Johnny. Thank you so much for coming. Have a great time zone. Alrighty, so this could be an option, just like repeating the face at a larger scale. We could do more wings. So they can create several levels of wings. Where are you going, B? Oh, he is trying to find new toys, and he's focusing on this, which is dangerous. Trying to find new toys, Beanie. Yeah. You can see his tail just wagging on my face. He loves doing that. Thank you for the save reminder. Okay, yeah, we could do like more wings and continue that trend. We could do a halo, because it's still meant to be an angel, right? And then the thing about Megalomorpha is that they're not specifically going wild. Goblin mode. Megalomorpha are not specifically of any religion, if that makes sense. They're not Christian. They're not anything specific. They will brainwash people into whatever their belief system is. They will kind of use that against them. So if that person, the person who got brainwashed by the Megalomorpha, I don't know how to do circles, by the way. If the person who got brainwashed by the Megalomorpha is Christian, they will probably interpret that as, you know, I saw a god, or I saw an angel, or I saw a saint, whatever. But if they're any other religion, they will probably see it as that religion. It doesn't even need to be religious. Like, there was one about a lonely fisherman who starts seeing the Megalomorpha, the cocoon of the Megalomorpha, as a child to take care of. So if, you know, the Megalomorpha is not specifically digging into your head, it's just whatever like base emotions you have, whatever belief system you have, it'll kind of just get hijacked. Anyway, I like the halo. I think this part here needs something. I mean, maybe it could be like a series of halos. Like, I'm just gonna copy this because I did a pretty good circle for a shitty, sketchy thing, but. I might take a look at Eastern Orthodox religious symbols, because this person would be Christian but would most likely be Eastern Orthodox. So I might have a look at East Orthodox halos. See if they do them any specific way, and we can imitate that. He has bugs in the brain. He's yelling. Bean, what are you up to? You just give me a little concert tonight. Yeah. Singing. So we have a lot of good empty space behind here, so halos would make sense, I think. And maybe we give the legs a little bit more prominence. Although I don't know about that. I think not. Now I think we kind of leave it as a disembodied torso of sorts. Now Bean is lying down. I think it's calmed down. I kind of like the disembodied torso thing. And to be honest, we could emphasize what we have already in the face and just go all in for the skull face. Yeah, with a split down the middle like this, because it already uses parts of the actual bug. Maybe giving it a thing like this. So this kind of gives us the skull, the dead man's face, and we pair that with the halos. And I think that's pretty cohesive design. Feels a bit abstract. It's probably not trying to represent the specific, like the exact thing anyway. It's more trying to represent the artist's feelings in this moment. Is sort of trying to get the vibe of the moment more than anything. But yeah, I think that's where we're gonna leave this one for tonight. Because I think I need to take another look at it with, like, on a different day. Just tomorrow or a week from now, just different mindset, get another good look at it. Also, there's a collab thing, so definitely like just chat about it with the person I'm collabing with and see what they think. See what Matt's thoughts on this are. Yeah, come back with fresh eyes, I think. No, it's generally what I do with Megalomorpha. I take a lot of care about what I do for Megalomorpha because it's near and dear to my heart. So I'm not content with just whatever comes out. I I think about it a bit too much probably, but I mull it over a lot. I redo rewrites a lot, and ultimately I think it's in the service of the narrative. I think that's why I'm so proud of them ultimately, but they do take a long time to come out, so I'm glad people are patient about that. I don't get a lot of people screaming at me like, hey, where's new Megalomorpha? You've said you've been working on it for 1,000,000 years. I'm glad people are understanding that these things take time. But yeah, it will take time. But this is advancing, which is good. It's going in the right direction, and it was stopped. It was like stuck there for a long time. So giving it a push is good. Giving a project a push when it's just been dormant for a little bit is a good sign already. We love to think about the bugs, worth the effort and wait. Yeah, exactly. People are happy with whatever we share because it's good. Thank you. But yeah, I think that is what we're gonna leave it for today. Whoa. Let me put myself on camera mode and bring the bean who's screaming. Gotta pick him up to say bye. You're giving me a little concert tonight. Anyway, Bean, what's up, dude? Little man? Yeah. Y'all, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching and for helping me find inspiration and creating these new Power Megalomorpha. Hope you've had a enjoyable time watching this stream. Tomorrow, and remember we have at least 2 streams more after this, two more daily streams like this. Tomorrow I'm gonna do beep. I'm not gonna tell you. It's more fun if it's a surprise, isn't it? But you've been seeing the trend of what we've been doing the past few days. We've been doing some fun stuff, so you can probably guess some of the other stuff that's gonna be coming over the next few days. You're doing a really strange face. Y'all, I hope you have a fantastic time zone. I will see you again tomorrow, so don't miss it. And take care.